Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of NEC3 contracts, a topic that's super relevant for all you project managers and quantity surveyors out there. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the complexities of construction contracts, trust me, you're not alone. We've all been there. Deciphering legal jargon and navigating endless clauses can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. That's why I'm so excited to break down NEC3 contracts in a way that's easy to digest and even easier to apply to your projects. We'll be covering everything from the basics of what NEC3 is all about to how it can actually help you manage risks, improve collaboration, and even make payments smoother. Before we jump in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, let's dive right in. So let's start with the basics. What exactly NEC3? Well, NEC3 stands for New Engineering Contract, and this third edition is making waves in the construction world. It's a comprehensive suite of contracts covering all sorts of construction, engineering, and design projects. Think of NEC3 as a more modern, collaborative approach to contracting compared to some of the traditional methods you might be used to. It's all about promoting good project management, clear communication, and a proactive approach to dealing with potential issues. We're talking about a real game changer in how projects are run, shifting away from that old adversarial us versus them mentality to a more partnership-based approach. This means everyone involved is encouraged to work together towards a common goal, leading to more successful projects overall. And the best part is that NEC3 is written in plain English, making it much easier to understand than those old, jargon-filled contracts we all dread reading. So whether you're a seasoned project manager or just starting out, NEC3 is designed to be accessible and user-friendly. Now you might be wondering how NEC3 stacks up against other contracts you've heard of like JCT or FIDIC. Well, each contract has its own strengths and is suited for different situations. JCT contracts, for example, are widely used in the UK and are known for their detailed approach. They're often favoured for traditional building projects. FIDIC, on the other hand, is more internationally recognised and often used for large-scale infrastructure projects. NEC3, however, stands out for its flexibility, collaborative spirit, and emphasis on early warning of potential problems. It's designed to be adaptable to a wide range of projects, from small renovations to massive infrastructure developments. So, while JCT and FIDIC contracts definitely have their place, NEC3 offers a fresh perspective that's gaining traction worldwide. It's all about making project management more efficient, transparent, and, dare I say, enjoyable. So why is everyone so excited about NEC3? Well, it offers a ton of benefits that can seriously improve your project outcomes. One of the biggest advantages is its focus on collaboration and early identification of risks. With NEC3, everyone is encouraged to communicate openly and proactively address potential issues they escalate into major problems. This means fewer disputes, lower costs, and projects delivered on time and within budget. Music to any project manager's ears, right? Another great thing about NEC3 is its flexibility. It's not a one-size-fits-all contract. It offers various options and forms to suit different project needs. So whether you're working on a simple building renovation or a complex engineering project, there's an NEC3 contract that can be tailored to fit your specific requirements. And because NEC3 is written in clear, concise language, it helps avoid misunderstandings and disputes that can arise from ambiguous wording. This clarity benefits everyone involved, from the client to the contractors to the subcontractors. Now that we've covered the basics of NEC3, let's dive into the different types of contracts it offers. NEC3 isn't just one standard contract, it's a whole family of contracts, each designed for specific project needs and procurement routes. Think of it like choosing the right tool for the job. You wouldn't use a hammer to tighten a screw, would you? Similarly, you want to select the NEC3 contract that best aligns with your project's unique characteristics and objectives. Don't worry, we're not going to get bogged down in all the technicalities. Instead, we'll focus on the most commonly used NEC3 contracts and how they differ in their approach to pricing, risk allocation, and project management. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a much clearer understanding of the different NEC3 options and which one might be the best fit for your next project. Let's start with the most well-known member of the NEC3 family, the Engineering and Construction Contract, or ECC for short. This contract is the workhorse of the NEC3 suite and is widely used for all sorts of construction and engineering projects. The ECC is particularly suited for projects where the design is complete or nearly complete before the contractor starts work. It's based on a lump sum or remeasurable approach to pricing, meaning the contractor provides a fixed price for the work, with potential adjustments for changes in quantities or unforeseen circumstances. One of the key features of the ECC is its emphasis on proactive contract management. It includes mechanisms for early warning of potential problems, regular meetings between the client and contractor, and a structured process for dealing with changes to the scope of work. This collaborative approach helps to keep projects on track, avoid disputes, and ensure that everyone is working towards the same goal. It's about fostering a partnership between the client and contractor, rather than the traditional adversarial relationship. Now, not all projects involve bricks and mortar. Sometimes it's all about the brains behind the operation. That's where the NEC3 Professional Services Contract, or PSC, comes in. The PSC is specifically designed for appointing consultants, like architects, engineers, and project managers. It covers a wide range of professional services, from design and feasibility studies to project management and supervision. Just like the ECC, the PSC promotes collaboration and early involvement of the consultant in the project. It emphasizes clear communication, regular progress reporting, and a structured process for managing changes to the scope of services. The PSC also offers flexibility in terms of payment mechanisms. You can choose from a variety of options, such as lump sum fees, time-based charges, or even performance-related payments. This allows you to tailor the contract to the specific needs of the project and the consultant's role. Alright, let's dive into one of the most talked about aspects of NEC3 risk management. Traditional contracts often have a blame game culture where everyone's trying to avoid responsibility if things go south. But NEC3 flips the script. It encourages early identification and allocation of risks to the party best equipped to manage them. This proactive approach minimizes disputes and fosters a much more collaborative environment. Imagine that, actually working the contractor instead of constantly butting heads. It's a game changer, especially for complex projects where unforeseen issues are practically guaranteed. So, instead of waiting for problems to arise and then pointing fingers, NEC3 helps you prevent them altogether. It's about planning for the unexpected, clearly defining responsibilities, and keeping the project on track. Trust me, your blood pressure will thank you for it. Now, let's talk about flexibility. Traditional contracts can be rigid and unforgiving. Need to make a change? Get ready for a mountain of paperwork, potential delays, and maybe even a legal battle. NEC3, on the other hand, is built for adaptability. It recognizes that in the real world, things change. Market conditions fluctuate, new information comes to light, and client needs evolve. NEC3 provides a structured process for incorporating these changes without derailing the entire project. This flexibility allows for quicker responses to unforeseen circumstances, ultimately saving you time and money. It's about finding practical solutions together, rather than getting bogged down in contractual disputes. Remember, time is money in construction, and NEC3 helps you keep both. Okay, let's be real, communication breakdowns are a nightmare on any project. But NEC3 tackles this head-on by emphasizing clear and consistent communication between all parties. We're talking regular meetings, transparent reporting, and a proactive approach to problem solving. This collaborative approach fosters a much healthier project environment where everyone feels heard and respected. It's about building trust and working together towards a common goal. And trust me, when everyone's on the same page, projects run smoother, deadlines are met, and everyone goes home happy. So ditch the endless email chains and miscommunications. NEC3 provides the framework for clear, concise, and regular communication, ensuring everyone stays in the loop and potential issues are identified and addressed early on. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work. Now, let's break down the different contract options NEC3 offers. First up, we have the priced contracts, options A and B. These are your bread and butter contracts, ideal when you have a well-defined scope and a good understanding of the project costs up front. Option A uses an activity schedule, breaking down the project into smaller, manageable chunks with separate prices for each activity. This provides excellent cost control and transparency throughout the project. Option B, on the other hand, relies on a bill of quantities, which is more traditional and better suited for projects with standardized components. Choosing between option A and B depends on your specific project needs. Option A offers greater flexibility and cost control, while option B provides a more traditional approach with detailed measurement. Think carefully about your project's complexity and your desired level of control when making this decision. Next, we have the target cost contracts, options C and D. These options introduce a collaborative element, aiming for a win-win situation for both the client and the contractor. They work best when you have a good grasp of the project scope, but there's still room for optimization and cost savings. Option C, with its activity schedule, allows for flexibility and adjustments throughout the project, while option D, based on a bill of quantities, offers a more traditional approach. The key difference: both options incentivize the contractor to beat the target cost, sharing any savings with the client. This shared incentive fosters a true partnership, encouraging innovation and efficiency. It's a win-win for both parties, as the client benefits from potential cost reductions and the contractor is rewarded for their efforts. Now, who wouldn't want that? Finally, we have options E and F, your specialized contracts for unique project needs. Option E, the cost reimbursable contract, is your go-to for projects with high uncertainty or constantly evolving scopes. Think research and development or complex renovations where the full extent of work is unknown at the outset. Option F, the management contract, is ideal for large-scale, multi-phase projects requiring a more hands-on management approach. It's all about expertise and collaboration, with the contractor taking on a more significant role in project management and decision-making. Choosing the right contract option is crucial for project success. Carefully consider your project's specific requirements, risk tolerance, and desired level of control when making your selection. Remember, the most suitable option will vary depending on the individual project. So there you have it. You've just completed your crash course on NEC3 contracts. We've covered what makes NEC3 unique, how it compares to traditional contracts, and the different contract options available. Remember, NEC3 is all about promoting collaboration, mitigating risks, and achieving project success. But how do you actually put all this knowledge into practice? Well, that's where the fun begins. In our next video, we'll dive into the nitty-gritty of managing an NEC3 contract, covering everything from payments and risk management to compensation events. These are the keys to unlocking the full potential of NEC3 and ensuring your projects run smoothly. So, if you're ready to become an NEC3 Pro, hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out. And before you go, I'd love to invite you to join our growing community of international construction professionals and enthusiasts on Telegram. We've created a dedicated space where professionals from all over the world connect, share real-world insights, ask questions, and discuss exclusive resources, trends, and much more. Looking forward to see you there. It's called Global Network. And trust me, you'll want to be in the room for some of these conversations. You'll find the link in the description below. And hey, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your colleagues who could benefit from this knowledge. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.